NAC, an original trendsetter with authentic culture. Our reach is far and wide. Email us, vanguardmediallc.com.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Miss Mimi.
Hey,
Today
y'all.
is yes, and I'm here with my awesome.
Thank you. Treva Deneen. It's Latriva Deneen. How y'all doing this beautiful Saturday? Beautiful people.
Yes, it is Saturday. I almost said November. I guess I'm trying to hurry up
I'm
with the
telling
Christmas.
you, I'm trying to get to this election.
That too. That
So-
too. But today we're still in September. It's September 19th, 2020 of 20.
The year of our Lord. 2020.
Yes. Amen.
Amen.
Yes. Look, you already know. I want to know how y'all doing. How was your week? How did things go? Treva Deneen, how was your week?
I don't know whether to lie to you or tell you the truth, but I'm trying to make it into heaven. So I want to make sure that we take care of some business too.
Yes,
So
come on.
I want to say, go ahead, Miss Mimi.
This show is sponsored in part by Compass for Conduct Disorder, a 501c3 nonprofit organization offering support for those living with conduct disorder. To make a donation or find out more about conduct disorder, visit www.compass4cd.org.
Okay, so my week, I don't know whether to lie to you or tell you the truth. It was actually really stressful.
Mhm.
There was a lot happening energetically, like my energy was just kind of wacky.
Mine too.
And then, I'm a teacher, so there's never a dull moment. We're coming up on the second grading cycle, and
Oh, wow,
so
already?
contacting parents and letting them know BTW, your kid still hasn't done any work. So, hey,
Wait, what?
we don't want them to fail another progress report, right? So people emailing me back with all kinds of aggression. So I had to woosah,
Wow.
I had to make have some conversations that, we had to really deal with some things.
Mhm.
And so I don't like having to, use that kind of energy. But I did have a lot of kids who were super excited. I have more kids coming to class. I guess those emails worked for some of them. But yeah, it was a lot. And teachers are going back.
Wow.
My district is calling us back for next week. And so
Wow.
I had to put in and ask for the accommodation because my mental health does not allow me to be comfortable or safe moving into that space here,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
So, having to have those conversations with HR, it was just like every day, it was just a level of intensity that was a little hard to carry.
Mhm.
But I made it through. I made it to Friday.
Yes.
I made it because this is the bright spot of my week. Right?
Yes.
Coming in here doing this
Awesome.
work with you.
Awesome.
And so I get to see Jose's smiling face. I missed him last
Come
week.
through, Jose.
Adriana, like just being in the Vanguard space, being in the Hour Record
Mhm.
studio just does something as far as giving me life. So
Yeah.
I'm great now that I'm in this space.
Awesome. Glad to have you. I feel like I'm at church and I'm glad to have you. Thank you for coming out and visiting.
Amen.
But you're actually, I feel like I'm home when I come here. So
I'm telling you,
I'm
telling you,
I'm
this
excited
has
too.
been great. This has been great.
My week was I had that up and down energy thing
Mhm.
going on as well. But I was in Florida celebrating
Okay.
the birthday of one of the photographers that I deal with,
That's a gift.
Michael's eye.
I saw y'all's remote last week.
So he
Really
asked me
nice.
last year, and he was like, "You gotta come." And I was like, "Okay, I'm coming."
Awesome.
And it was amazing to go into a house of kind of like one of those Big Brother houses.
Mhm.
And we went in, we had the round table on the first night. Look,
Okay.
this is where we at.
Right.
This is what we gonna do.
Right.
And everybody made sure that everybody was okay the
Yeah.
whole week.
That's
There
so
was no
good.
madness. It was nothing. It was all love and fun. We
Yeah.
went in strangers. We came out a whole branch of they family.
So was it a shoot?
It was. There were
Okay,
several
okay.
models there.
Okay.
That he, that we dealt with, he's dealt with.
Okay.
And so we were there, and one of his sisters was there.
Oh wow.
So it was just really, really
That's
amazing
nice.
to see him in love with his honey
Awesome.
and a couple other couples showing some love. And it was just beautiful. So that was, and I just told him, hey, look, it just goes to show you, your family ain't always your blood.
Look, can we have that conversation one day? Because I just had that conversation this morning.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There are some folks and there's a young lady from my hometown that I did not have the privilege of meeting, but she sacrificed her life this week.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
she decided that
Wow.
this was too difficult. And again, I don't know her personally, but as I get to know a little bit of her story, you know, it was around her pain, or it was a result of her pain because of the rejection by her family because of her sexuality.
Wow.
And like legit, there were people who were in disbelief because they talked about how much life she brought to other people and how hardworking she was. And I was having this conversation with my wife this morning because I was just like, you know, I had to make some decisions around releasing my feelings of rejection from my family.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even related to my sexuality. Just like my family did not accept who I was as a person, my quirkiness, my oddness, my, you know, as just being who I am. And when my mom passed away, I legitimately had nobody, right? I still on the planet. I had, you know, cousins who are still here, but as far as people who were checking for me, it wasn't the folks who had my DNA.
Yeah. Wow.
And it was really hard. It, like, I will say my last suicidal ideation didn't happen until 2014. That was 6 years ago.
Wow.
Like, and so I just felt like, you know, people need to know that it's okay to cut those toxic bonds, even when they have your last name and your mama's auntie, whoever, your mama's sister, whoever.
Yeah.
And like, that's a legit conversation I want us to have at some point. Identify as family and love them like they've been in your life from day one, right?
Right.
And so, yeah, like the fact that you are saying that you went to work, you know, you went to hang out with a friend too, but y'all were there to do some work, and you can walk out of that situation with a bond and a kinship with folk because of your alignment. And it's just, it's time for us to talk about that in the Black community, because there are lots of people who are struggling with the pain of loneliness.
Absolutely.
And with the reality of rejection. And we need to understand that we can band together, those of us who are the weirdos, we can band together and create our own alliances and be for one another what we wanted from our biological families, and let all that foolishness go and let them figure out what they're going to do. But we can thrive in the meantime. And they need to hear, like kids need to hear, adults need to hear that somebody cares about you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can find a listening ear. You just got to keep talking and reaching for it. But God bless Bree Sowell. I just pray that the spirit receives her. Yeah. Amen. And that someone is able to have a little more courage as a result of seeing that this was her choice to move. This was the way she chose to move on. But they realize that they don't have to, and that they can continue to persevere. But that family thing, it goes deep, you know, and not feeling like you don't have that makes it hard, man.
Difficult.
But you can push. Yeah.
Difficulty. I don't know how to say it in another language, but difficult, hard.
Difficile.
There you go. Difficile. There you go. And it's crucial that people understand. Just when you say you need that, that's how we were created.
That's it.
We were created to feed and to glean off other people, shall we?
Move in community.
Right.
Like,
so
that's how
there's nothing wrong with saying to somebody, okay, well, you kind of hurt my feelings. I really needed this, or I didn't expect that, or whatever. Have that conversation and check on your strong friends.
That's right, because strength can only carry you so far. You know, sometimes you need somebody to be like, I see that you're struggling a little bit. Let me be your buoy.
Or I haven't heard from you.
Yeah.
Buoy, y'all. Okay, let's define buoy, because I know some of y'all probably hadn't heard that buoy. Look,
BOUY.
Right.
Like something.
Not BOOIE.
No, not a knife.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to help them out.
Yeah, no.
A buoy is
something that can keep you afloat when you're in the water. It helps
that thing that bobbles.
Yeah, in the water. But it's you get to that thing and it'll help you stay afloat, and it helps to keep you above water until somebody can get you some help.
Until you get that solid rock.
Yeah.
Right. So, but we need that. And so I was grateful to be a part of that, that celebration, and it was work. And I had to keep reminding myself, oh, wait, I'm here to do a thing.
Right.
I'm here to do
That
two
feels
things.
good when work is fun.
It was great,
Yeah.
and it helped me. And I like to give that to other people because I am. Let's see. So my dad, I have two dads. I have a sperm donor.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, you're here. So
I mean,
he was
yes, on
necessary.
that.
So yeah,
I have a sperm donor, and then I have daddy.
a bonus daddy.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
But the sperm donor was the one who asked when he finally decided to meet me.
Mhm.
So how does it feel to be ignored by me?
So he found pride in that,
Yes.
or he just wanted that. So he found pride.
He
in
was.
that.
He wanted to know
thought
how
that
you doing it though.
Wow. And
So
what was your
I
response?
get So you won't wait because
keep it clean.
okay,
Keep it upright.
well, so if that's the case, we have to talk about
Okay,
who's
well
in the
then
voting
we'll do that.
races.
We'll do that later. We'll talk about that later.
What I wanted to do, he was driving his sister's brand new car, so I couldn't push him.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was in shock.
Yeah.
I was in shock. It was like somebody had stabbed me. You know, and I said, what?
So it was with
And
intention.
he repeated himself.
Wow.
That's how I knew he meant to say that.
Right.
So for me, really in life, I've always attempted to, once I learned better, to give people, like you said, what I didn't receive or what I thought I wanted to have from my family.
Right.
Because hurt people help people.
Right.
And God allowed me to see with my parents
Right.
that how they taught us or raised us, their presentation of everything came from what they learned or didn't.
Got it.
What they went
You're
through
right.
or didn't.
You are right.
And once you learn better, you do better.
You do
so
better,
in
yeah.
this journey of learning life, because it's an everyday thing, when you learn something different, when you're trying to be or wanting to be the one that breaks the cycle, when you get to that point, trust me, it's the hard road.
Yeah.
But
You're
to be
right.
able to have those extensions of family, it's so awesome. If you don't have it, trust me, there are people out there that will
Who are
give you
willing,
that love, that will be that buoy, that will pray with you, sing with you, let you breathe hard, eat ice cream with you, because I'm an ice cream eater. So listen, it sure is.
Shoot some ice. And
in your ear.
You can get it. That's right. And if you can love me past my ice chewing, you love me for real.
But for life.
Yes, sir.
Yes, all up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not what we're here.
Anyway, it's not. So, but I wanted to, and I say this jokingly, kind of bore y'all for a minute, because I want to discuss briefly who's in the race for the presidency. For 2020, because it's coming up.
Yeah, it is.
Right? That's in a couple of months.
It is.
Right? And so we have
something day.
Yeah, I think somebody said 49 days or something.
Oh wow, already.
Right? Yeah. That close, like almost my age. But anyway, for president, for the Republican, we have Donald Trump and that Donald Trump, Mike Pence thing going on.
You don't have to belabor it. Just keep pushing. Just keep going.
Democrats, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
We're going to have that.
We got to get her name together.
We got to get it together.
Because your name matters.
It does.
And when she wins this role, you will not disrespect her
at all
by mispronouncing her name.
That's it.
So let me teach you now how to say this lady's name.
That part.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
That's right.
For those in the back.
Kamala
Harris.
It's not hard.
It's not difficult.
It's not.
Okay, syllables. Type it out.
Don't ask.
What? Oh, they don't do that in school anymore?
No, baby, but that's a whole nother.
Okay, whole nother show.
Yeah.
Libertarian Party.
Now, I want to say this. Thank you for bringing to us these additional parties, because a lot of times we feel beholden to voting Republican or Democrat. And there are a lot of people who are saying, I ain't voting because I don't agree with Biden. Okay, that's valid. I think you need to vote for somebody because it needs to be done.
Right.
But okay, maybe you don't see it for him. You also are telling us that there are additional parties that people can choose to research their platforms, their positions. So I'm gonna let you keep going, but thank you for highlighting that, because people need to recognize that this is not, while we have a two-party system, there are more than two parties that are a part of this electoral process.
Right.
And they have options beyond 1 and 2. Right. So I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
And they actually have to go through the same process that the other two parties have to go through. So they deserve the respect of you learning about what's out there.
That's right.
So we have that Joe Jorgensen. and Jeremy Cohen, right?
Okay.
And then the Green Party.
All right.
That is Howie Hawkins and Angela Walker.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And for those who don't know, the Green Party is a federation of green state political parties in the U.S. This party promotes green politics, specifically environmentalism, nonviolence, social justice, grassroots democracy, gender equality, LGBTQ rights, anti-war, anti-racism, and eco-socialism. That's the Green Party, also known as GPUS.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what the internet said.
Okay.
In the net. And the Libertarians strongly oppose any government interference into their personal, family, and business decisions. Founded in 1971, they believe all Americans should be free to live their lives and pursue their interests as long as they see fit, as long as they do no harm to any other person.
Okay.
So if you haven't heard of them, make sure you check them out. You can check out the Libertarian. Gosh, I think it's lp.org.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Libertarian Party. lp.org.
And then for the Green Party, I just put in Green Party and pulled up. I didn't see, I probably overlooked it, what the webpage was.
Okay.
But make sure in this election, and I'll try to bore you guys up just a smidget more next week with some of the other people, the representatives and the senators that are running, just their names, so you can know. Because right now, all you see is Trump, Biden.
Right.
That's all you see.
Right.
And that's not all that's out there. You have to make sure you do your due diligence. And if not, I got you.
Right.
Me and Tree,
appreciate you.
We got you.
We're all here to learn because there's so much that we don't know, right? And we, unfortunately, in America, fortunately and unfortunately, I feel like we rely a lot on the media to get our information, and then we vilify the media when we don't like what they've given us. So, people can only do what they can do, but you have the ability to research and find out whatever it is that you want to know. Right. And so a lot of times we don't know what to look for. So I appreciate again that you would even bring this to us, because the Libertarian Party I've heard of. I know that there was like I don't know if that's the Independent Party. I don't remember. Yeah. Okay.
And that's what I was trying to find out to make sure before I said it, but I didn't see anything that stated whether or not it was the Independent, because I remember talking about Independent or learning about it in school. Right. So
a lot of times we're afraid of splitting the vote, right? So especially as a Democrat, because we feel like, if we go to another party, then that means that it's going to split the traditionally Democratic Party, especially because that's where Black people have put their solidarity into for so many decades. And so we feel like, if I vote for somebody else, even if that person or that group aligns with my interests more, I'm inclined to, believe that if I cast my vote for somebody else, it's going to split the vote and then make the other guy, make the Republican the automatic selection. And so we need to understand that might be a risk, but you stand when you stand on what your true beliefs are, then it gives you the opportunity to really hear what policies and things are out there hear what policies are out there, and then you are able to strengthen your own convictions around them so that you know what you are really voting for, rather than just voting because that's who we're used to voting for. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, thank you. Thank you for this, ma'am.
Yeah. So, but again, I'm not going to beat it into you today.
Yeah. We got a couple of Saturdays. To help educate you.
Yes, I like that the way you said that.
Yeah, we got a couple of weeks. Yes. So we want to make sure that if you missed it up until this point, that once, it's kind of like the playoffs, right? You vote, you're paying attention when it's toward the end of the season and when the major playoffs are happening. So we're at that point in the election cycle, right? We're going to give you what you need to make your most informed decisions as we are leading up to this point. But the most important thing is make sure you are registered. Yep. Starting there. Yeah. Like none of this matters if you're not registered.
That part. So, and you have until October 5th, if I'm not mistaken,
to get registered.
Okay. So you still, even with that, you got a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
To
Not
get her
a lot,
done.
man.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
And that time is gonna fly because time, we're in a pandemic, and I think some of us, I know I did, expected the time to slow down.
No, I don't know why.
I don't know.
I'm not sure why you thought that, because it's just 24 hours in a day.
I know.
But it's okay.
It's okay. Maybe we could have stayed on the other axis. No.
Same 24. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm here.
Yes.
To help this.
Buoy.
It's buoy.
Hashtag.
Buoy.
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. And of course, I cannot let this week go by without discussing the fact that Cardi B filed for divorce.
Congratulations, sis. You did it.
Yes. Listen,
let's go.
I'm telling you, doing that's not easy.
No, it is not.
I don't care how many years you've been with someone. That is not an easy task. You got to gird up. Some people got to grow some. They got to straighten up their vertebrae.
And having money is not the determinant, obviously. It doesn't make it easier to make that decision just because you're rich. No.
But wealthy, well-to-do, that's right. An easy thing. And so my hats off to her for finally understanding that she deserves more.
Yep. Congratulations, sis.
And for anybody under the sound of our voices,
yes,
you deserve more.
You deserve it.
Choose you every day.
Absolutely, every day. And
for those who are salty, I need you to stop it.
It's okay.
I need you to stop it, and really that means I need you to evaluate what makes you want to make her or be mad at her for not wanting to stay with somebody who doesn't value her. Right. Like God values us. I mean, let's go there.
Yeah. And that is not what we have been designed to be on this earth to do. And anything that blocks you, anything that creates that kind of distortion in your life keeps you from serving your highest purpose.
That's it.
And if we just started at that place. And so I'm not sure why. Yes, I know why. Because there are so many people who choose to stay in toxic relationships for whatever their reasons are. There's a variety of reasons, and they are welcome to their own, but nobody's judging you for staying in that relationship. But because people are okay with staying in places or they not necessarily okay, I won't even say that. Because people are conditioned to believe that they have to stay in painful and toxic situations. When they see somebody pushing and then deciding to be free, it challenges that part because it's like, how did she, how dare she have that kind of courage? How dare she love herself that much? How dare, and for in my opinion, I feel like the men are upset because they think that women, especially Black women, are meant to stay and be their punching bags and have to stay to take their mess. And a woman who decides, I'm good, like Beyonce said in her song, like, me and my baby gonna be all right. So when a woman decides to take her whole power back, it's a threat.
Give it to me.
It's a threat. And so then you begin to hear people talking down about her and talking about how this connects to this and why she doing this and she don't wash dishes and what does it have to do with her health, her mental health, her baby, her beliefs, what she sees her worth as? What does that have to do with any of that?
Or the prostitute in China, and check it. For all of those who don't catch this, watch. If she doesn't leave now, she's setting the tone for her child, who happens to be a girl, on what to do in her relationships in the rest of her life. And I ain't talking about just male, female, boyfriend. We talking about homegirls, homeboys. We talking about people we come through in school, work environments. You are setting the tone for them to accept or not. Shenanigans.
Absolutely.
That's gonna be a
absolutely. And the reality is that the more powerful a woman is and is willing to stand in that power, the more threatened the toxic male position feels. And they're the ones who holler the loudest. because they feel like, oh, this woman trying to come up off of this man, or she's trying to do whatever. I haven't followed or read any of that, just because I don't want it in my energy. But I've caught enough of the conversation on the periphery to understand the indictments that people are making against her. And I am proud of her, and I love to hear her responses to people, because it really is like, what does this have to do with you?
That part. Let's start there.
And I don't get it. I don't get why people put that kind of energy into bashing Black women. I don't, but I do.
It baffles me how easy it is.
Oh, it's historical. Like, we've always been the whipping boy. But what I appreciate is that more of us are recognizing that, and we are pushing against it, and we are deciding and letting the world know, not this one. Not this one.
You can keep that.
So shout out to you, Cardi. You got look, I got a sofa. I know you don't need mine, but I'm just letting you know. I got a sofa you can sleep on. It's hard and extra firm. But I got some blankets. I like babies. So if y'all want to come through, if you need me, just cuckoo,
yes,
and
I got you.
I got you, sis. Come on.
Y'all know what it is. Don't act like you don't.
No, we got you.
How to call yo
girls. That's right. Get your buoy. Come on. So I'm with you. Let's go.
I'm ready, and I appreciate that,
girl. So I'm sick of all kinds of stuff. But are you sick of steroid creams, water-based products, and products full of toxins? We have great news for you today. Lizzie's all-natural products creates fresh, natural, toxin-free products for your home and body. Their products are made with real, pure, simple plant-based ingredients that are good for your skin from head to toe. Lizzie's believes that everyone deserves to have access to quality, affordable, and natural products. Visit www.productsbylizzie.com for more information, and be sure to use the promo code STUNNER at checkout.
Yes, indeed. And listen, I think I want to do that because I like, I've used hair care products that didn't have all the extra. And that was the best.
And that's hard for Black women because we're so used to getting what's cheap. And a lot of times what's cheap is often damaging for us, our hair, our skin. And so I appreciate that there are so many more natural products that are available for women of color, because our hair needs different care. And so, I appreciate having a Lizzie's out here, because if not, then we're going to be putting petroleum in our hair. And we all know that petroleum is a byproduct of the oil refining process. That ain't got no business being in my hair.
Or my skin.
No, ma'am.
And Dad used to lather my face with that. But
baby, grease.
In the wintertime.
Oh,
okay.
Like, what's that for? Prevent chapping.
Well, I mean, but it did.
Did it? You don't know. That's what they told you.
Okay. So the shenanigans that we had to deal with growing up.
That's another show, child.
That's a whole nother topic.
Ooh,
but the shenanigans that I want to discuss next is actually brings me to my soapbox.
All right.
Yeah.
Step up on it and tell us what's on your mind. Get it off your chest.
Hold on.
Say it with your chest. Adjust my seat. Say it with your chest. Okay. What you got?
But shenanigans are everywhere. Yeah. It doesn't matter where you go, who you deal with, as long as they're people. And that's something my dad told me when I was growing up. As long as they're people, well, actually, he said first, people on their best day are finicky.
Yes.
That's what he said.
That's so true.
Didn't understand it until I moved to Texas.
What you trying to say?
Just because I hadn't moved anywhere else.
So it wasn't no finicky people in Arkansas?
Most of them were, out with the cows or something. So
so what does that mean?
As many of them
okay.
as I have in Texas.
Okay, so because y'all were country, you didn't get
Arkansas
to interact with
very,
people.
very
And then when
country.
you came to the big city,
then
you got to see and interact with people more.
And all kinds of people.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yes.
I'll take it.
But oftentimes I hear people tell me, well, you don't ever say, you act like you don't go through stuff. Well, I do.
Right.
You're human. I'm a human, and trust me.
And just because I don't tell you my business, I don't owe you nothing. Oh, people,
breathe.
Okay.
So This past week, a friend of mine asked me to, she actually, I guess you have to be nominated or referred to work at a polling place.
Okay, for voting?
For voting. And I'd already applied anyway. And so when she called me, it was like, hey, we need people. We're opening up a new spot. Can you do this? Sure. Right? The title alone, I was like, I don't know. She was like, no, I got you. I'll give you everything you need. Have questions, ask me. And so sent in the information. The person that replied, we went back and forth, and she was like, well, the person that replied was like, you know, you're not a judge, you're not this, you're not that, so you're not a fit. And I was like, okay. You know, but she did offer to, you know, find something else for me to do. And I said, okay, that'll be great. I already applied, so that'll be perfect.
Where you want.
You know, yeah, I'll work there, right? Because I did state, as long as you give me the information that I need and the stuff that I need, I'm pretty sure that
I'll get it done.
I can do what needs to be done, right? I can hold it down for you. It's for a day.
Right.
And so when my friend that referred me saw the email, she was like, wait, what? I didn't have any training.
So then why all of a sudden are there all these restrictions?
Yeah, and so before they took me off the email, the back and forth was like, I didn't have any training. How you gonna tell somebody that they need all these things
that I didn't have?
I didn't even have that.
Yeah.
You know, and when did this come about, and where is it in writing?
Right.
And that's not even what you was in that position to do.
Right.
I was like, wow, when I grew up,
I want to be this. I want to be able to call out the mess.
Listen.
Call a shenanigan a shenanigan.
That's right. From the S to the N.
Right.
But shenanigans happen every day, and how you react to them is everything.
That's so real.
And I'm still...
That is so
I'm
real.
so glad my God loves me so much to help me.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
I'm glad that my ears open now because it ain't always been.
That's real.
Right?
So that you can hear it.
Hear truth. Don't say that. Edit that. Scratch that out.
You gotta hear.
Right? I'm grateful.
He that hath an ear, let him hear. That's word.
Yeah.
That's Bible.
That's
scriptures. I'm just saying.
Just throwing a little something out there for you since I bored y'all with
given ears for a reason. You were given ears. If he didn't want you to hear, if it were not meant for you to hear, you would have no ears. I'm just
in the ear canal wouldn't.
I'm not sure where you're going with that.
Well, you gotta, in order to hear, you gotta hear the vibrations.
Oh, okay. Way too deep. Way too deep.
That's what I do for. But how you react to situations, one will depict which way you go on your journey, right? So it's very important to not answer emails and text messages when you're thoroughly pissed, agitated.
That is so real. That is so real.
I learned that when I was a teller years ago, and then it had to be reiterated.
Yes.
When I worked at warehouse, and my supervisor was like, "What are you doing? Delete that."
Right.
And thank God back then the emails we could delete from where we sent it.
Oh, got it.
As well as from your spot. Yes. So there was no trace. So but yeah.
So you thought.
React. How you react is so very important. And as long as you live, there's gonna be madness. There's gonna be shenanigans. There's gonna be stuff that happens. You're dealing with people. I don't care how in God there are. Stuff is gonna happen.
So one thing that I'm learning is that your peace is worth protecting at all costs.
Amen.
And situations, people, the enemy will come to disturb that peace in a variety of different ways. But it's your peace. So you can choose to relinquish that peace or protect it. It's up to you, right? And so a lot of things that, when people come with nonsense, oftentimes these are people, especially in certain positions, oftentimes they don't have any power. They don't have any peace, first of all. And they don't have any power to really do anything to change situations in their lives. So the places where they can flex that power, they do. And sometimes that's, a direct assault towards something you're trying to accomplish. So because they're not at peace and because they have these issues, here comes that nonsense trying to disturb your peace. But our job when the shenanigans flow is to make sure that we put up that standard, we put up that wall to deflect it, because that's what I'm carrying out of this interaction, right? Is my peace. My peace is sustaining me through this. Listen. My peace is helping me to keep my mouth shut, because this really, when I really look at all this isn't really what this is about. Like, this situation wasn't about you not being able to serve in this role. This person felt some kind of way about something that didn't have anything to do with you directly. And so the fact that you were able to watch all of that happen and be like, look, if you want me to stand outside with a fan pointing at the door, letting people know where to go, I'm okay with that. So I don't know why you sweating the fact that somebody wants me to have a position with a title, because I'm not. I will do what's necessary, because the purpose of me being here is to get people to vote. That's it. So y'all work all of that out amongst yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And so our job, once we are rooted and we've got that piece and we know why we are moving in a particular way, is to preserve that. That's it. Because like you said, shenanigans are everywhere, all day, every day. And it's how we react to them. So that's so true.
I used to say all the time back in the day, it's not that crucial.
It's not. It's not.
I need you to woosah on both ends. Woosah, edit your thoughts, edit what you're about to say, edit what you're thinking.
I just want to share this. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Love power. It's okay.
I like that. That's what I did too. We need to go with that. Yeah. So in fact, don't forget, y'all. We have merchandise for sale.
We have merch.
Yeah.
Don't encourage me. Okay.
If you want to be unique, be seen, be remembered with custom apparel and personalized gifts from A Touch of Honey by Chantel. Specializing in custom apparel, rhinestone designs, bling, glitter, vinyl, screen, and photo print, shirts, dresses, hats, shoes, fundraising items, and more. Also, amazing balloon decor, party favors, party decor, and setup. Visit their website at www.touchohoney.com and make sure to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Do you think that A Touch of Honey by Chantel does those yard signs?
Sure. Okay. I mean, we can ask and find out.
Because I've always
who we finna roll about.
Well, see, I missed my wife's birthday, so I was gonna try to find. I didn't miss it. We were in the middle of Laura. Her birthday was like that Thursday, and Laura was coming through supposedly that same day that night. So I wasn't finna buy no signs so we can get sucked up in the. I wasn't doing it. So I missed the birthday, so I'm trying to figure out what else I could say. I don't know, just because it's Friday with some balloons outside. I don't know. But and I hope she's not listening to this, because that would absolutely ruin everything. So but anyway, I'm just trying to see, because I don't ever know who when I drive, I don't know who those people are who did it, and I don't want to go to nobody's door and be like, say, who did your sign? So I wonder. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna see if Chantel does the yard signs. I love those. Those are so cool.
I know. I saw somebody do one, set them up, and I was like, first of all, I didn't realize they were that big.
Yes, baby, they are enormous. I saw one when I was going to get my ice. The other day, it was a little house on the corner, and apparently it was Jasmine's birthday. And it was on the corner, and I was like, "Happy birthday, Jasmine!" I'm driving by my car screaming, "Happy birthday, girl!" Happy 11th birthday. She was a big one.
Yes, come through.
Preteen.
Yes.
Anyway, I don't know who Jasmine was. She was over in Missouri.
But happy birthday.
Happy birthday, sis.
Anyway. Yes. So, and are we here already?
Yes.
Oh, child.
We are here.
Listen, it's already toward the end of the show. You know what that means.
It's time for the love note.
Yeah. That's all I got. Because if I start trying to sing, listen, not only are you going to tell Vanguard,
keep her talking.
Please don't put your day job, don't put your evening job or your side hustle.
None of them. Yes. So what's your love note?
Today's love note is to communicate thoroughly.
Communication is key.
Assumptions gonna leave you with some stuff you don't want.
Nobody can read your mind.
At all.
You gotta talk to her.
At all. So, and this is in any situation. as you all know, Treva is brand new to radio. She is sitting next to me, and I'm so excited. And last week I wasn't here, and so because some of the conversations we had prior to me not being here, I assumed that Treva was okay running the show by herself.
And I was. I'm new. It's day 2.
However, there were some things that I didn't say or do.
It's okay.
That we ended up talking about later.
Yeah.
And I think it caused the what do you call the word?
Maybe a rift, disconnect.
A rift.
Okay.
A rift and a disconnect.
Briefly.
Yeah, briefly. And so I remember texting her and I was like, "Hey, you got a minute?"
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Yeah."
Right.
So we had that conversation, and I'm grateful that, again, that was one of those God things. Because I was like, "Wait, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I have to commend you for that." And I really want to get one of them yard things for you, because she was in here running Love Power Radio show like she been up in this joint for some years.
Trying to do what I do.
You done it. You done it. Done it. Hold on, listening.
It's okay. This is at work. It's okay. You might have to.
I love done it though. So anyway, in everything that you do, give what you expect to receive and communicate. It is so important. Don't assume the other person knows, or when it comes to that, just ask.
Right. And it's okay. It's okay to communicate. It's okay to talk to people. I know that for me, I just want to make sure things are right for everybody, and that it's as simple as possible for everybody. And that if I have the ability to do something to help and support, it's not an issue. And so it's just a matter of everybody just being able to be on the same page and just being clear. And so that everybody continues to feel like what your role is matters, and it is not it is not meant to take you for granted. Thank you. So it's dope. I'm good, and I'm grateful that we were able to have the conversation and move past it. Absolutely. Because the other thing about not communicating is that it creates unnecessary tension, and it makes some things that are super tiny extra large. And so it's really, really cool to just be able to address it, speak through it, talk through it, and get past it, so that you
take notes and move on.
Yeah. And that's what's up.
And the only thing that needs to be extra large in anybody's life is
the love. I said the love.
Yeah, the love. That ain't what I was going to say. I mean, that was going to be first, but we're going to go with the love. Of course, God, and whatever you have your ice cream in.
So you're a fan of ice cream.
I love ice cream.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So, and I remember when my pastor did this sermon, God being bigger than your problems. And when you let that happen and truly go to him for what to say, where to go, how to do a thing, he'll show you what, he'll show you what to do. Yeah. Give you the words.
No doubt.
All of that.
No doubt.
So, listen, when I started trying it, I was like, I don't know how to do this. And then I did. I was like, that's what they mean.
And it's scary, but sometimes a lot of times our fear makes things, makes us not take steps, whether to apologize, whether to try something new. And every single time I have pushed through the fear, or I have done it afraid, it has not even compared. Like, the things that I was afraid of, the conversations, there are times that when I'm dealing with parents that it's like they email me about, I had a parent this week, for example. She emails me after I emailed all the parents of the kids who were failing the term. She emails me back, call me. And so, of course, I'm on the defense because I'm waiting on parents to be upset with me because their kid is failing, because that's typically what happens. And so the way that I heard it was, call me. And so I responded, excuse me, because there's a way that you can communicate that you would like for me to call you back so that we can discuss this, because you're confused. But call me, you don't know me. Yeah. And so my response was, excuse me. And so she emailed back and was just like, I've been trying to reach you, and I'm, searching her name. I don't see any emails.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And so I'm preparing myself mentally. So when I call, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let her know this, and I'm gonna make sure that I pull up these 5 things from these 6 emails I've already sent. I had a list ready for her, right?
Wow.
I had the district policy ready for her,
wow.
right? And so I called her and I was like, hello, this is who I am. And she was like, hi, I just need you to tell me what I need to do to get my son to do the work, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I heard the helplessness, right? Wow. I heard when I talked to her what she was really trying to say. Wow. And so we were able to get the little boy, I was able to get her what she needed. We found out the little boy had been lying. He told me that his microphone wasn't working. She said he got a brand new computer, how the microphone not working. So I could hear her stress. And I could hear what she was trying to do, So she's like, I don't even know where to go to find the grades. Okay, let me walk you through this.
Right.
Let me point. Go get the baby.
Yeah.
Have him log in.
Yeah.
Hey, little boy, why are you not doing this? I didn't know what to. We're not. Okay. Here we go. Let's look at this. You're actually only missing 2 assignments. Can I get you to do these by Sunday so that I can get your grade in? And I promise you'll be up past it. Yeah. And can I get you to make sure you do your work on a daily basis so we don't have to have this conversation? Yes, ma'am. Okay. See? And so it's a matter of like, I'm thinking that I got to go into this guns blazing, ready to defend my honor as a teacher in the American education system. And do you know what I'm dealing with this virtual? I was ready. Do you hear me?
With a T.
And she was like, I just need help. Oh. So I'm like, let me help you.
Yes, baby. Come on over here.
So, just push through the fear, because I was ready. I was like, she's going to make me. And it's not it. So a lot of times when we assume that situations are going to be so escalated, and they're not. Yeah. And if we just stand in the, the fear, and if we just move through it, then it'll make more sense on the other side. And you'll see that there's definitely more options for connection and just finding a remedy. Because everybody just wants to figure out what the problem is and fix it and move on. Yeah. I don't believe anybody wants to just sit in drama. Okay. Sane people don't just want to sit in drama.
There we go.
And so if there's some misunderstanding, let's get through the static. Yeah. And let's figure out what's really being, what's the need. Yeah. And then let's fix it. Let's fix it.
Let us fix it.
Let us fix it. Yeah. So the communication is critical
in everything, especially now, because dealing with this pandemic causes a lot of, you got the frustration going on. You have the anxiety. People who ain't never had anxiety before. It's on 10, it's on 11, it's on 12, it's on 100. You have all these things going on. Yeah. And so it's very important to
breathe. I was going to say it.
Breathe.
Those breaths have been more important now.
And breathe from your whole entire diaphragm. Fill up your stomach and breathe. And I promise you, it'll help you think better. It'll help you see, right? Because you're allowing the oxygen to flow into your bloodstream, and that's how we're built. That's how we make it happen. So,
and the oxygen recharges the red blood cells. Yeah. Like, so a lot of times we're tight and tightened up because we're not taking those breaths, and we're not. Yeah, that's good.
At red light, breathe. At stop signs, breathe. Before you go into that house or that job, breathe. Listen to your favorite music, as long as it don't make you want to jump out on somebody. Breathe.
You book
that one. Don't. Please don't. We are not. We are not.
I'm sorry. It's just, you never know. Everybody's got something different.
Oh, they do.
So have you been enjoying this show?
Oh,
we're having such a good time. Great. We are so glad to hear it. Support. This is a great time to let you know that Stunner Radio now has merch. Merchandise. Represent your favorite Stunner Radio shows. Love, Power, Lisa Danae Live. I can't go through the list, Lip Service.
And Black Coffee
with a side of tea. Yes. So We can get you t-shirts, we can get you hoodies, we can get you coffee mugs, we can get you so much more. More things are coming out every week. You can also purchase ads and become a sponsor. So the things that you've heard, you can have your business represented on Stunner Radio. So visit our store at www.stunnerradio.com/shop to get your Stunner merch today. There's already Black Coffee stuff on there, and I think Love Power stuff is going to be in there this week. Is that what you said? We are urban talk radio for the Black and brown communities and all of those who value diversity. Stunner Radio is the heart and soul of the culture. Yes, I love that being said,
we gonna
wrap it up.
Wrap it on up.
Good show, Miss Nene.
So good to be back in the seat next to my girl, Treva D. Yeah, I can call her Treva the Nene for short.
Yes. For
short.
Yeah.
Voting links. I'm going to give you one today, www.harrisvotes.org is going to be very important for any information on voting. Make sure you get registered. You have until October 5th. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who are waiting on your mail-out ballots, they just started mailing them. So please do not freak out. Right?
Is it the ballot or the application? Is it the actual ballot? Okay.
I asked about the ballot and she said they just started.
Okay. So I didn't. It's the actual ballot.
Yeah.
Because at this point we don't have time to be applying and then coming to the ballot. So that makes sense.
I don't understand, but that's a whole nother thing. Because there are some states, and I didn't know that until this past week. Listening to the news, there are some states that's all they do. Ain't no going to the polls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Oregon is one of them. They only do mail-in.
Yeah, and that's why they can speak to the fact that it's effective.
Right.
And it's like you don't have these issues that people are trying to make up.
Yeah, killing me. Yeah. Like I said, register to vote. The deadline is October 5th. Early voting is October 13th through October 30th, and election date is November 3rd.
Yes. And for early voting, you can vote anywhere.
Yes. Make sure you take your ID though.
Take your ID.
I did remember seeing that. And then also we just like to give a shout out and a thanks for tuning in with us. Actually, special thanks to Vanguard Radio and the Al Rucker Show. To learn more about Vanguard Media, visit www.vanguardmedia.com. VanguardMediaLLC.com. And be sure to check your local listings for the Al Rucker Show or visit www.alruckershow.com.
Go.
Listen, it has been all the way live.
It's all the way live.
Yes, sitting here next to my girl Treva.
Hey,
y'all.
Mean.
Woo. That's short for Treva D.
Okay, we'll go with that.
It was Love Fire Radio Show. There's September. I got it right. 19th, 20 and of 20.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to all the Virgos.
Virgo season has been thick. I didn't know I knew that many Virgos.
I didn't either.
And did you know August Virgos and September Virgos are like two different people to me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're such different.
They're like two different people, and then like two different people for real. They're on different cusps.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Virgos are good people. They're the opposite of like Pisces, which is what I am. So there's a lot of duality. There's a lot of connection. My wife is a Virgo. So we get along very well. Yo,
that's beautiful.
Pump that down.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
So Pisces and Virgos, we are the opposite sides of the same coin.
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
It is.
Yes. Okay, cool things. Well, make sure you guys tune in to the Love Power Radio Show next Saturday. Same bat channel, same bat station, where my girl, Treva the Nene.
That's me.
That's short for Treva D.
That's right.
And me, Miss Mimi, aka Mimi the Great. We will be here in your face, in your ear.
Yes.
Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share on our YouTube channel, Stunner Radio.
Don't forget.
Push the button.
Push the button.
Don't be like me.
Click it.
Subscribe. Tell your friends.
Tell your family.
Oh, and don't forget, come holler at us tomorrow. Black coffee with
a side of tea. We got some. Yes, we have some fun topics. We're gonna have a good time. So
and some teas. And then after us, lip service.
Let's go.
Yes, and on lip service, you got 3 people.
3 of them.
Listen.
3 of them.
Come, tune in, chime in. We'd love to see you. Thank you for tuning in today.
Yes.
It's been real.
All right. Thank y'all. Have a good weekend, guys.